It's gonna be a great week. Yeah. As you can see here, I'm editing the video from last week. Get ready to save it and upload it after, of course, I do everything I need to do with it and all that jazz. Just chilling here in Illinois and just taking it easy. And we'll continue what I was talking about last week, part 2, America, and what's really going on. Basically, you know, America, its faults, its good sides, its bad sides. And this week, I'm going to tell you some things that probably get surprised a lot of you. Probably a lot of you that think, no way this is going to happen. This could happen in our own backyards, in our own states, right down the street from us. But guess what? A lot of this stuff does. It's not just something that happens in third world countries. Or at least if it does, a lot of people don't know about it. That's what the topic is for this week. See you all tomorrow for some more. Currently saving today's weekly vlog. Getting ready and see how long I'll last at work, because I'm still not quite feeling all that great, but I think I'm okay enough to go to work, but we'll see how long I last there. But as you can see, it's a sunny day right now outside, but that could all change. They're saying there's a chance of thunderstorms today, and high in the 70s. We got 82 yesterday, but unfortunately, like I said, I'm still a little bit on just the weatherman. I was really underneath it. I really wasn't feeling that good on Saturday. Sunday, a little bit better. But I really could enjoy this weather this weekend. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. And now, continuing on my topic about America, about some things that you might not know is happening in your own city. And that's human trafficking. Yes, people, human trafficking is done here in the United States. Right behind your back, people. Yeah, you might not believe it, but it's true. There are those who do, and the highest concentration, according to the little information they do have. Remember, they've been able to elude authorities for a long time on this one. Is the highest concentration is in the Seattle area. Well, actually, it doesn't happen anywhere else in this country. That's some of the biggest places where these brothel things are, where they sell humans. Hence modern day slavery, but not for doing manual labor, but to please men sexually, sex slaves. Yes, people, this is happening right here in America, believe it or not. So yeah, human trafficking, it is happening. And those who do know about it are either in on it, or they choose to ignore it and say, oh no, just like the rest of you probably when you see this video, like, oh no, that can't be true. That happens in other countries. Guess again. Well, that's it for now. I'll talk a little more about something else, but that's what I'm doing, save the video, and I'm getting ready to have the work here in a few minutes. Conditions for storm are out there. It's pretty cloudy right now. Just here, watch the little tubalube. As I'm doing, I just started saving a DVD for somebody. And I'm here to talk just a little about living situations here in America. Now, a lot of the countries, man, the way people, their situations, how they are, is really obvious. As you can see here, this is a pretty well kept together house. But other countries, you can really tell just from the outside, man, it's falling apart, so the inside's got to be bad too. Well, in America, it's a whole other ballgame. Houses may look good on the outside, but may be terrible on the inside. They look like bad on the outside, but look good on the inside. So, what leads to me, ultimately, there are some houses just totally fall apart inside and out, but they're so way tucked behind all the nicer houses that you don't even notice them. anymore. So yeah, there are living conditions that we don't even know about. I mean, they're there. It's just that they're always hidden behind all these nice houses. Most people don't even know that these people live in these conditions here in the United States. Yes, there are people living in houses that are just falling apart around them. They're living in slum areas. They're living in areas, where they're just going in for handouts, man. And there are people living in really, really bad conditions. But yet, the thing about it is in those countries, it's like boom, boom, every house, man, you see is pretty bad. But here, we hide the houses that are bad. We ignore them. So therefore, a lot of people don't even know that because it's like they feel a vibe. Better not go to that part of town. Better go to that part of town. And that's where there's no stores on that side of town. Everything's on this side of town. So it's obvious in third world countries, but here in America, the people are living in falling on houses, with not good water, fresh water coming into the house, without proper sanitary systems, and all that jazz. It's one of those things. Either we know about it, and yes, some people are doing some things to make these neighborhoods a lot better. But then there's also those people who know about it and just turn and just look the other way and ignore it altogether. And it's crazy, people. And this stuff is happening in our own country. It's crazy, but true. So I'll follow this up with a little small secondary part to it. So I hope everyone's doing good. This is Maximus saying, catch you all a little bit later. Peace out for now. It's nighttime and continue my second part called The Dark Side of America. The real America, the dark side. Just a quick recap of what I've talked about so far. I've talked about living conditions. I've talked about injustices. We've talked about so far. Well, now I'm going to talk about the education system. It's screwed up, people. It's messed up, man. Because it's all about testing, and shrinking the schools because money, which is another topic for another day. But shrinking the schools, cramming kids into schools. Yes, they're cramming them all into the schools. It'd be crazy. Which means less one-on-one time. More kids getting left behind. More kids getting ignored. It's just the current education system's not working. It's all about testing. And if this kid proves, okay, this kid, and then kids get ignored. Kids left out. Learning is no longer fun. There's no more learning anymore. Just test. Okay, we're thrown off into the workforce. Prepare for the world, and here you go, have fun. But did you really ever learn anything? No, most people didn't. And then people with learning disabilities get discarded and off to the side. Yes. So yes, the education system is all about the testing and not about education itself. Well, that's just a quick little overview. I'll be going into more detail. I'll break into two parts. I'll break just education itself and then the special education, which is messed up. Well, that's all I got for now. It's Mac. Peace out. Alright, I watched The Price is Right. Before that, I was watching some YouTube. It's nighttime. And I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about education on the dark side, the real America, the dark side. About stuff that some people know about, but a lot of people are just oblivious to in this country, of things that are just happening that you normally see up close and personal in other countries. Well, back to education. And I did a brief overview. What I meant by testing is they're testing kids based on standardized tests for this grade and that grade, and then they're grouping that with these kids with those kids and those kids with that kids, and then all they do is just prepare for test. And so, what are they really learning skills, man? They'll help them when they grow up to work in a business. All they're learning is testing. They're not learning the skills of how to work with others, or what mathematical skills for this type of job, or what kind of skills for that kind of job. They're really not learning things that will really help them choose, oh, I want to go to this, I want to go to that. You know what I mean? It's all about the testing. It's not about the learning, man. Learning for fun. Learning just to learn, man. So that's what I mean by testing, man. Testing, putting kids, testing up kids, and then looking at tests like in Japan, and and sizing them up to kids around the country with these standardized tests. So you're prepping them for the test, man, and it's like drilling, like, okay, 1 + 1, 2 + 2. It's just very, it's just like drilling, man. It's like 1 × 1, 1 × 2. This point in history, da 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 happened. It's very succinct and very direct. It's just not. It's like, huh, really? It doesn't engage the kids to ask any questions. So that's what I mean by testing, man. So a lot of people just don't know that's all education really is in some cases. It's all a lot about the testing, man, and it's really not doing any good for anyone. Well, that's all about that part of it. I'll go back to the other part of it where they're closing schools because of money drying up, not being enough money. It's always been a thing happening. And then, they suffer because larger classrooms, less one time and stuff like that. I'll go a little bit about it tomorrow and a few more things that you may not know about that happen in America, and then wrap it up for the day. Well, this is Max Smith saying I hope everyone has had a great Easter weekend. Peace out for now. Well, I finally just got done editing the bloopers from last year's VidCon YouTube and VidCon News. That's right, from VidCon, the stuff we did, me and Chris. So yeah, it's a cloudy, rainy day here before Easter. Hope everyone had a good Easter. When you watch this. To finish up here on my topic about the school system. Basically, it's like getting over about, now this is now I did all about the testing, and now I'm doing about overcrowded schools. Now the problem with this part of the education system now, is all the schools are closed because the funding is no longer there. So therefore, you're getting more people. Like, used to be 20 people in this class, now there's 30, 50 people. There's less time for the teacher to really, devise a curriculum that, is more tailored to a smaller group. So with a small group, there's more one-on-one time with the kids, And when the teacher says, okay, could you read, I want you guys to read these chapters, and then she'll call up one kid at a time and, ask him how you doing, you understand it, It gives her the actual time, man, to do that. Let the rest of the kids read and then call up a kid one at a time. But now if there's 30 or 50 kids in a room, the teacher, he or she cannot do that. The teacher cannot do that. So then it makes it really hard for a lot of people to learn, because you got all these people in the room asking questions, raise their hands, and it just overshadows, and then everyone's like, oh, what's the person talking about with the teacher? What's the question? And then the teacher has a hard time keeping track of everybody and keeping track of the questions. So that's the problem, man. Those are the two big issues with the educational system today. And then, last but not least, you've got the Board of Education, you've got the Department of Education, man, who's just trying to say, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, man, you gotta do this, man, put all these standards, man. So that wraps it up on education. I got one more topic I'm going to touch upon. Just overall, in general, the capability of the government as a whole, and the things that they're hiding from us, and all that jazz. Yes, the government is hiding secrets. I'll be talking about that a little bit later. But this is what I'm up to, and peace out for now. Just shut down my computer and wrapping up this week. So, that's right, government secrets. Let's start with 9/11. I mean, how do you explain an entire wings disappearing, not being in a photograph of the plane that hit the Pentagon. I mean, and why there was no wings in the side where when holes, in the shape of wings inside the building. So yeah, those people who think the government does keep secrets, there's an example for you, man. And then lots of things behind closed doors. I mean, a lot of people were oblivious to the atomic bomb. Even the people working on it were oblivious to it until they actually saw the test of what they're made, because the government was keeping them in the dark. So there are people. There's two great examples of the government, present and past, of the government keeping the American public in the dark. So yeah. So for all you naysayers out there, yeah. And they closed doors, and the things happening, and all of a sudden these whistleblowers just disappearing, and then our right to freedom to assembly and protest is slowly that's disappearing. I mean, the government's not doing anything about it. These cops are cracking down. So it really began to think when these big the governments are in the palm of the hands of these big corporations and all that jazz. What's really happening in this country? Well, that's what this vlog and the other vlog was all about, That's the transparency side of America, the real America. And this is the dark side, the side that there are people that know about, but other people just totally oblivious to. Like I said, with the atomic bomb, the people who were working on it were totally oblivious to what they were working on. They thought they were making some source of power or something, whatever. The government kept them in the dark. 9/11. There's still lots of unanswered questions. Like, why was there a truck man all of a sudden driving away? And why did the metal all of a sudden disappear? And why was it tested? And why was the 9/11 Commission all of a sudden just shut down? No further questions, no further inquiry. Why was it so boom and then it's gone? I mean, it's like the investigation ended so quickly. It's like poof. Like, oh no. So we still know exactly what happened that day, or who's really responsible, or what went down. Because remember, there was 19 hijackers. How many were on the plane? You do the math. 2 hijackers per plane. What was it, 4? I can't remember. 4 planes went down. Yeah, that's 4. That's but that's a. So you have 4 hijackers per plane. That still leaves. That's only, it's 2, 6, 4 planes. That's 2, 4, 6. That's 1 plane, 2 plane. That's 8. Then you got another plane that's 9, 10, and then you got the 4th plane, which is 10, 11. That still leaves quite a few people unaccounted for, because there are 16 hijackers. That means not all of them got on the planes, which means there are still people at large today that brought down those planes, still running around America or the world. But yet, are we looking for these other hijackers? No. Did they even bother looking for the other hijackers? No. So this is another example, man, of just covering things up, man. Just all of a sudden just stopping the investigation. I mean, seriously, all of a sudden, boom, it's like, it doesn't matter anymore. We don't need it. About Bin Laden, we want him. So we don't need to bother with it. So there's all these questions, man, that just got swept under the rug, just disappeared. So for all the people who say the government's not hiding secrets, think again. There's not that. There's transparency. There's more that since Bush was in office. I mean, Obama. I mean, he's really been working on it. But if you get something like Mitt Romney, boom, there's gonna be more stuff just swept up and done behind the scenes that we don't even know about. We need another person like Obama. Mitt Romney, for example, Ron Paul. That guy is not gonna say, "Hey, we'll be transparent." He's gonna take it one step further what Obama has taken it. Well, that's all I got on the topic. I'm Max Smith. This is the dark side to America. Well, not all of it, but this is a good chunk of it, man, to really make you think what else is really going on in this country that we don't know about. So this is Max Smith saying, until next time, thanks for watching, and this has been another weekly edition of the Struggling YouTuber. Peace. The video footage on your left is from last week's vlog. Where the question marks will take you, well, you'll have to wait till next week. I'm Max Smith, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Peace out for now.